When you look over Limerick's games this season, are you happy where Limerick are, where they need to be heading into a semi-final in terms of performance?
Listen, we were obviously, delighted to come through and win the Munster title, in the first place. To be honest with you, it was exactly what we needed as a group right now. Maybe if you said 4 years ago you're going to get 4-week break, it's a different scenario. Whereas this time around, it was exactly what we needed. After a really long, tough game against Clare, we needed a little bit of time for the bodies to heal after that. And now we're well into our preparations for the semi-final. We were able to go away last weekend on camp and work really, really hard. Our sessions have gone extremely well. As you know, our injury list is very, very tidy at this stage now as well, which means that the quality of our sessions are the best they've been probably all season. And our lads are mentally fresh, physically fresh, and we've a very competitive group at the moment, which is driving the sessions for us as well. Everybody's fighting for their place, be it on the 26 or on the 15, and obviously with the lads coming back from injury, that only increases that degree of competitiveness within the group, so that's only a healthy thing to have.
John, I know the narrative around the 4-week break, if it goes for you, it's great because you're fresh. If it goes against you, it's rusty because you didn't have matches. I suppose anything different or learned from the 2019 break between the Munster final and the semi-final?
No, totally different scenarios. As I said earlier, different group now, an older group, more mature group, and we've a lot more experience ourselves as coaches as well. So I think we've managed it really well. We put a lovely schedule in place. Everybody's very happy within the group with the schedule, and I think that's half the battle. That everybody is happy with the schedule, with the work that's been put in front of them, and that they feel that they have enough time for recovery, enough time for work. And obviously with the competitiveness of our group, the lack of game time isn't an issue because we have as much game time in-house as we have outside, and it's under a more controlled environment where we can play as much of it or as little as we want to.
So you just mentioned 2019, etc., and what you've learned and your more experience as a management group. If a time machine is right, you go back and revisit that time, or any lessons you take out of that things you want to avoid specifically in a 4-week build-up and so on?
A lot of it is just about having been there and done that, and we could never go back and redo what we did. We did at the time what we did, and we did it with the best of intentions. Was there anything that much wrong with it? We lost by a point. We hit 17 wides. I don't think there's much wrong there. 2 of those wides, and you're 15, and you've won the game. So there wasn't that much wrong. Okay, is what I'd say to you. But as a group evolves, experiences obviously enhance your decision making. And I suppose we engaged with this process with a far greater sense of confidence and assuredness that we were doing the right thing. Yeah.
I mean, as you say, everything it works back from the result. You win by a point, and the build-up was absolutely perfect.
You got it perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think we just need to remind ourselves at times, like we had the last shot of the game. We had 17 shots that went wide on the day. It was within our grasp to win that match. It wasn't what the opposition did to us. It was, unfortunately, a lack of accuracy on the day and execution, and that happens. Especially when a team puts that much pressure on you as they did. So, I think, that's enough really about it. To be honest with you, it's a case of, as I said, bring your experiences of the past and make sure that they influence in a positive way your decisions of the future.
Talking about experience, an experience like the Munster final, going to extra time and that kind of stuff, is that another invaluable one? Maybe not for this campaign, but for future campaigns.
It's a vital reference point. It's huge. You cannot buy that type of reference point where you can stand in a dressing room somewhere down the road and say, listen, we've been here before. On the day we referenced the one in the Cork match in 2018 where we had been there before. There has been other occasions in different competitions where we've been there before, and when you have reference points like that where you can stack up what you're saying with evidence, hard facts, evidence that you've been here before, you've done it, you can do it again, that gives you real confidence to say that you can do it. And I think our performance in extra time mirrored that confidence that we had been there and had come through it before, and that gives you great confidence and